Howdy folks, we are back with another episode of It Came From Facebook, baby. We're looking at cursed motorcycle listings from San Francisco. This one was featured in the comments section, and I thought I'd have to do it to you because I wanted to see what's going on in San Francisco. So let's get it moving. We have a sad 2006 Suzuki GSX-R sitting over here, cursed and in the corner. Let's take a look. Wow, this is just chucked away in a ditch somewhere. This looks like snuff footage. This looks like someone murdered this motorcycle and took flash photography of it dead in the corner here. Seller wants $1,400 for it. It is written in Spanish, so I will do my best here for you guys. The seller says, "Le falta solo la ECU computadora, todo lo demás muy bueno." So he said the ECU is missing, but everything else is very good. Motor al 100 por partes o completa tiene título. He has the title, he says, and everything is complete. This is just missing the ECU. This could be a decent, like, track day barnyard find if you have a Gixxer ECU that you can put into it. But I bet you there's so many basket case problems with this motorcycle, given that it looks like it's just lived outside and nobody cared about it. Yeah, unless you really need this for parts, I would definitely give a big old pass on this motorcycle for sure. So I'm gonna give this one a fat 1 out of 10. All right, continuing on with a bit of our cursed listings over here. We have a 2006 Kawasaki Ninja. $1,000 gets it done. Driven 1,235 miles. I highly doubt that. This poor bike has been wrecked. It's been abused. Very sad. So we have here used and wrecked 04 600 Ninja. No key, salvage title from 2015, sold as is with lien sale papers. Unknown miles, come and see it Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and then we have an address right there. Bring a truck or van to haul it away. Boy, you're gonna have a hard time selling this, to be honest. No key, the salvage title. This thing just looks like it's destined for the scrapyard, honestly. Which is kind of sad because, you know, in another life, I'm sure it was a great little motorcycle. It looks like it has the Rizoma mirrors on there or something akin to it, so that's kind of an interesting mod. This is from when it had the Undertale for the mid-2000s Ninja 600s. These are decent bikes, but this one is just very sad. Who knows what's wrong with it? Another cursed listing over here. We have a lowering link here, some sort of link that's specialized. That's interesting. Yeah, this one, folks, we're going to give it a 1 out of 10 as well. Let's see if we can find something a little cleaner in San Francisco. For some reason that's unbeknownst to me, there is just an absolute plethora of Gixxers in San Francisco. This is not something I thought I would see, to be honest. I did not think that we'd have so many Gixxers in San Francisco. I thought that was more of a Floridian thing, but apparently there's just Gixxers on Gixxers on Gixxers. So we've got, for $4,000 here, a nice clean little track bike. 2011 Suzuki Gixxer 750 track bike. Comes with armor bodies, full exhaust, rear sets, clip-ons, engine covers, steel braided lines, chain, fork and shock service in the last 1,000 miles. Come with a spare set of bodyworks. No title, track only. That's probably why this guy's having a tough time selling it. But honestly, a screaming good deal for a track bike. $4,000 gets it done for this thing. I try to tell you guys all the time, if you want a track bike, look on Facebook Marketplace. Someone's always dumping a nice, well-sorted track bike that you can go and have a ton of fun with. And I mean, this thing, if you're a track day junkie and you are willing to just put in a little bit of time and effort, make it work for you, it's going to work great. $4,000 gets it done. You have a toy. Boom, you're good to go. You have upgraded suspension, Brembo calipers, great stonking 750cc motor. As long as this thing runs and rides and goes straight when it needs to and takes corners when it needs to, I think this is a great buy. No title is a little sad. If it had the title, I think this would be an immediate get for the track day junkie. But without the title, you can always get a bonded title. It's not a huge deal. It does take a little bit more extra work and bandwidth and time and energy, but could be well worth it for $4,000. So this one I'm going to rate a 7 out of 10. Pretty good find. I'm sitting next to our giveaway BMW S1000 RR. Head over to yammynoob.co in the link in the description below and get your chances locked and loaded to win this motorcycle. Anyone in the continental US can get entered to win this machine, and you are not going to want to miss it. It's got carbon fiber wheels, heated grips, cruise control, and 207 horsepower waiting to be unleashed. So what are you waiting for? Head over to yammynoob.co, pick yourself up anything, or become a member and get entered to win this amazing motorcycle. There is a concerning lack of crusty, cursed motorcycles in San Francisco. It seems like people tend to take care of their things in the beautiful state of California. Here we have a 2021 Ninja 400 with 1,300 miles. Seller wants $6,300 for it. Oof. What? This is a $5,000 motorcycle. What do you mean $6,300? You can buy one brand new for $6,300, especially with the Ninja 500 coming out. What does this guy say? First owner, never dropped, low miles, OEM sliders installed, $250, he says. I don't care how much they cost. Gas tank pad, always serviced by professionals 6 months ago, and always covered. My guy, it only has 1,300 miles. How much service from professionals did it really require other than draining the oil and making sure all the bolts are torqued? Anyways. Moving to another country and not bringing my bike with me. Interesting. Whether you're a first-timer or enjoy having a lightweight, fun sport bikes, this might be a match. Just give some basic info. Says he's 5'5", and the seat height works, and always safely on the ground for him or her. It looks like this is the seller, so it might be her. Look, great, clean bike, but $6,300 is never going to ever happen for this motorcycle. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Look, I know what's going on here. You purchased it, and now you are maybe upside down on the loan. You got to get rid of it. I totally get it. Maybe you bought it cash, and you just want to recoup most of your expense. That's just not the way that it works. Your loss has to be someone else's gain, and you got to move the price on this about $5,000 to $5,200 if you want to move it. $6,300 is just, it's not going to fly for this thing. Again, people can buy a brand spanking new Ninja 400 for this same price out the door if they don't negotiate. If you negotiate, you can probably get a somewhat better deal on that. So, not a great price, but a really nice little motorcycle that would be great for a first-time rider, because this is the one I always tell you guys. There's always somebody selling a lightly used beginner bike out there on the market. So this one, we're going to rate an 8 out of 10 and keep it moving. Okay, boys, I did it. I found you the classic used Suzuki SV. However, this one is an SV1000. These don't come up very often for sale, and this one's a little rough. Torn seats. That really cool SV1000 frame, though, right here. That does look pretty badass. Seller wants $3,000 OBO. Says, selling my 03 Suzuki SV1000 that I've had for over 3 years. It still has Colorado plates since I just moved, but I have clean title in hand. Really fun V-twin liter bike. There's plenty of power and torque, making it perfect for mountain roads and super easy to even pop up in first. She's seen better days, but a little TLC, we'll get her back to former glory. Starts and runs and drives great. GSX-T front fork swap. Might be a Gixxer with a fat finger typo because the T is right next to the R. Some obvious cosmetic issues from a tree that fell near the bike one year. Last pick. Now this I gotta see. There it is. Yeah, a tree did fall on the bike. Now, this is one of those rare cases where he has photo evidence of something actually happening to it, where you would literally never believe that a tree fell on this bike. But you have a photo for it, so I believe it. Says battery works but may need replacing soon. One of the front fork seals needs to be replaced. Bike has been sitting for a while, but it starts and rides. Cash in hand to test drive. You drop it, you buy, not looking for trades. If ad is up, it's still available. Clean, well written, in full sentences in English. Let's watch the video component here. Looks like we have one. So the bike sounds reasonably healthy, but man, $3,000 for this thing? I don't know, dude. I think this is, given the cosmetic issues, like a $1,500 motorcycle, maybe $1,800. It's not $3,000. That's a lot of money for a bike that's this rough, to be honest, cosmetically speaking. So I think we're going to rate this one a 5 out of 10. Keep it moving. All right, folks, 2023 Yamaha R7, and you might notice this looks a little odd. What kind of R7 is this, you might ask? Why are there so many parts? What's going on? Why does this thing look like a Street Fighter? Well, that's because this gentleman was building a stunt bike. You can tell by the cage, by the bars. I'm not sure why he started with an R7 and why he didn't just start with like a MT-07. But anyways, wants $7,500 for it. Ugh. 2023 Yamaha R7. Title in hand, 2 keys, mileage 1370, was building a full stunt bike but need to pay off some debts, so can't finish and need to sell. Full cage / 12 bar, 1-inch clutch, adjustable brake lever, pro taper bar, skid plate. Might take it off-road, you never know. Have most, or maybe it's a skid plate for the wheelie. Have most of the OEM parts, but never needed new fairings, but needs new fairings. So it comes with new rear tire, oil and filter, Throw in a front and rear jack to sweeten the deal. If you're a medium head, I'll give you my helmet too. Life happens. My loss is your gain. Have fun and don't kill yourself on it. This dude's pretty chill. Stunt guys are, yeah, the skid plates for the wheelie, not for like an actual skid plate for the engine. Yeah, so stunt bikes, guys, they live outrageously hard lives. They are spent at crazy angles of doing wheelies, and the oil gets sloshed around in weird ways in the engines. Lots of abuse, lots of red line. So unless you are also trying to stunt, I would say getting a stunt bike is not the move. You might say, but yeah, it's a 2023 R7 with such low miles and like a reasonable price. I mean, reasonable in quotations, this is going to be a pretty challenging motorcycle to own and ride. I mean, this guy was building a highly specialized motorcycle to do a very specialized thing with. I'm trying to see if we have the sprocket size that I can see here. It looks like a stock sprocket. I don't see any changes on there. It's got the helmet and the gloves there too. You know, life happens. Guy must have got into some things and needs to sell the bike and get rid of it. So, brand new Yamaha R7 stunt build. Very specialized. Unless you're in the market for one, I would pass personally. Moving on. All right, folks. Perfect beginner bike up for sale here. We have a 2017 Honda Rebel, $3,800, 300 cc's, not the 500, 6,500 miles driven. This person looks like they owned it and enjoyed it. We have some really nice high-quality photos here. I really do appreciate that. This guy obviously used a DSLR. We have a nice bokeh effect. We've got some vignetting. This guy clearly is maybe a part-time photographer. Says, I will only respond to inquiries with date and time you want to see the bike. I will not discuss any offers unless in person. Great running Honda Rebel 300cc. No issues with the bike. Engine is flawless. It's ready to go. Service is done less than 1K ago. Chain inspection, oil change, radiator flush, valve adjustment, spark plug, brake inspection. Pink slip in hand with my name on the title. Pink slips. I've not heard that term in a long, long time. Pretty good listing, dude. I think $3,800 is relatively fair. I would try to get it done for $32 or $33. But this is, if you're looking for an entry-level cruiser, the one to get. I think the Rebel 500 is a little bit better just because it has a little bit more punch, a little bit more power. You're not going to get bored so quickly. But these are the kind of listings that I would try to find if I was a beginner rider, because this is a perfect little motorcycle to start on and to learn on and to just enjoy. So this one looks clean, looks well kept, looks adult owned and maintained, so I really appreciate that. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 and keep it rolling. All right, folks, we have a 2023 Ice Bear Mad Dog. I have never heard of such a thing. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm even looking at. It looks like a Honda Ruckus that cross-breeded with a lobster. We have, it says here, brand new Ice Bear Mad Dog scooter to get around town. Only put 22 miles on the odometer, 150cc. I bet this person bought this thing and never, ever used it, or just used it once and was like, wow, this is atrocious to ride. I should have gotten a normal scooter because this looks like the worst thing ever to ride. Nice Honda Fit back here, though. That's a nice little Fit. Honda Fit, one of the greatest vehicles ever made. Don't quote me on it. Also, this person, which we will block out their name here, joined Facebook in 2004. That's a long-time user. I didn't even know Facebook was around back then. I thought it was launched in like 06 or 07. So that's kind of impressive in a weird way. 2023 Ice Bear Magna for $2,000. This finally is a cursed weird listing on San Francisco Facebook Marketplace because I don't know who the hell would buy this thing or why the hell you'd buy this thing. It looks awful. I think it still has paper tags on it. What is that? Maybe. Yeah, I would happily skip on this. Don't get this thing. Well, yeah, San Francisco just has good, clean listings and just nice, interesting stuff. Check this thing out. 2006 Honda Elite. All my scooter bros out there. Look at this absolute slab of meat of a scooter. 2006 Honda Elite rebuilt motor, bored over 2 mil, and is now 82cc. Woo! Sheesh. All new internals, piston, valve, seats, and seals and gaskets. Runs amazing and will take you anywhere around the city you'd like. Clean title as well, ready to be registered. Has a cracked piece of plastic, but everything else good to go. Guys, this is the real deal. $1,200 for a beautiful little scoot like this? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Yeah, all day, every day. This is an absolute steal, an absolute find. I think this is a great little purchase for a bop around, grocery getter, errand runner. Very cool little machine. everyone deserves a little scoot in their garage to go bop around on. Why not? It's fantastic. I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Beautiful listing. Alrighty, boys. We have time for one more here. A 2023 Honda Tambo. I have never heard of this machine. I don't think this is a US-based bike. The seller says, hello, friends. Oh, how nice. Hey, friend. I'm selling my 2023 model Honda Rambo motorcycle. So I guess a Rambo, not a Tambo, with 6,500 kilometers. It is automatic transmission. I am selling 150cc because I need it. I'm very pleased. English, maybe not your first language. Clean title, automatic transmission. The price is not really this. I am selling it at a dead price. Interested friends, please send me a message. Yeah, this person, definitely not a first language. Is this an imported bike? I'm gonna look this up really quick. Okay, it looks like it's not a Honda. I just looked up Honda Rambo and I'm finding Amigo Rambo, which this thing actually looks like it is. Yeah, I see the little round thing here and the overall shape of it. So it's this thing, Amigo Rambo. What the hell is that? We're going on a goose chase now. Oops, Amigo. What the hell? What the hell did I even find? Why have I found some penguins? Okay, here we go. The Rambo 150cc scooter. That's a clone of something? I have never heard of this thing. I don't know how the hell this gentleman came across this thing. I don't know why he has it. I don't know why he's trying to sell it. This is all very, very strange. Yeah, I would pass on this one. I did not even, I mean, I looked at it. I was like, this cannot be a Honda. This looks super strange. Yeah, pass on this one. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up today's It Came from Facebook. If you're enjoying this series, leave me a comment down below and let me know what city you'd like for me to check out next. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Ah, you've made it to the end of another Yammy Noob video. Aren't you just a special little cookie? Aren't you just something so great? Aren't you just, look at you, you're just so freaking cute. Why don't you go ahead and click on the next video? Why don't you go ahead, listen, hey, I'm just kidding around. Hey, listen to me. Click on the video.